we have another book haul. If you were there when I told you that this year is going to be the year of me buying books, I was correct. I didn't lie. So here we are, another book haul, and I'm actually gonna be doing another one pretty soon. I have been going insane with buying books, and honestly, I don't regret it. So yeah, I think I have around 20 something books, close to 30 maybe. We're gonna start off with 2 books that I got in Paris, which is crazy to say. I went to the Shakespeare and Company bookstore and I got 2 books, and actually they have also like these stamps that they do. They ask you if you want a stamp, and I said yes because why not? It's part of the memory, part of the experience, I guess. But yeah, the books that I got there are The Very Secret Society of Regular Witches by Sangu Mandana, and also Late Bloomer by Maisie Eddings. This one is a sapphic romance by one of my favorite authors. I haven't read it yet. One of our female main characters, I think, wins the lottery and she ends up buying this flower farm, and she goes there and she meets this other woman that is like the farmer there, or she's the one responsible for the farm, and they don't really like each other. But I know that I love Maisie Eddings' books, so I'm really excited that I finally have it. And the reason why I bought it from there is because I haven't been able to find it in Greece, which is crazy. I would say it's not that much of a popular author, so maybe that's why, but I haven't been able to find it. So once I saw it on the bookshelf, I was like, yeah, this is coming home with me. Also, if you're wondering about the bookstore, it was so good. I don't have any pictures because they don't allow you to take pictures inside, and honestly I really respect that, because even though you are a very popular bookstore, you know, some people do actually go there to buy books and they don't want to be photographed or be in a video on the internet. So I didn't have any video or like any footage of it, but it was so incredible, so cozy. If I lived in Paris, I would be there constantly. And they had such a wide variety of books. They had so many romances, they had so many literary fiction, and if you left me there with no budget, I would be buying the whole store. I loved it so much. And the second book that I bought is The Very Secret Society of Regular Witches. This is a book that I have heard great things about, and I think that it's about a witch and she ends up something with social media, and then she ends up being recruited as a teacher for young witches, something like that. I'm not sure, but I have heard great things about it, and I have heard people saying that this is a really good book. So I saw it. I haven't seen it in a bookstore before, so I was like, yeah, okay, I'm gonna pick it up. I don't know when I'm gonna read it, probably towards October, so pretty soon, honestly. Well, not that soon, but like it's soon. Then I bought a whole trilogy because I have no self-control, and that is, I don't know the name of it. I think that it's just called Written in the Stars, which is the title of the first book, and it's the trilogy by Alexandria Bellafleur. I read Truly Madly Deeply. I have a reading vlog about that, and I really enjoyed the writing, the banter. I really like the characters, so I was like, I'm gonna be buying every other book that this author has, obviously. So I picked up this whole trilogy. The first book is Written in the Stars, and it's a sapphic romance. I think the second book is actually Hang the Moon, and then we have Count Your Lucky Stars, which is also a sapphic romance. I don't really know what they're about. I know the first book is about a fake relationship. I think that they end up going to this date. The date doesn't really go that well, and then they end up faking and saying that date went really well and faking a relationship. So yeah, I don't really know what are the other ones about, but yeah, I really want to get to these, especially because we have 2 sapphic romances in this series, and I also really love the writing. And then I have an Abby Jimenez book, and that is Just for the Summer. I think in my previous book haul I showed you the first 2 books in this series, which is Part of Your World and Yours Truly. I haven't read those yet. My physical TBR is getting bigger and bigger, and honestly, I'm not mad about it. I actually kind of like it. I want my room to feel like a library, and that doesn't mean that every single thing needs to be read. Honestly, if I could be like Edward Cullen and not have a bed, that whole wall would be bookshelves. But unfortunately, I need to sleep. I'm not a vampire. Those are the hardships that I am dealing with. I'm kidding, obviously. I ended up buying Just for the Summer, which is a book that I have heard great things about. I know that the 4th book in the series, I don't know if it's another series. I think that it's just a separate thing. It's not like part of this series. Now that it came out, it's called Say You'll Remember Me. But yeah, I'm not gonna be buying that until I read this one, until I read this series in total. I should probably try and read this summer, so I need to read the other 2 books first, because obviously it's a summery book, and I have heard incredible things about it, and I'm so happy that I own it. And also the cover, gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. And then we have 2 Hannah Bonham Young books. So we have Next of Kin and Next to You. I did buy Out on a Limb, and it's still in my physical TBR. I have not read it. I don't have any self-control, but I did buy these because I just know I'm gonna love Out on a Limb. You know, it's just a given. I haven't read it. I haven't read anything from this author, but I know that I'm gonna love it, obviously. So I bought 2 more books. But yeah, I don't think that I'm gonna love these books necessarily, but I do think that I'm gonna have fun with them. Kind of like a random book. I bought 99% Mine by Sally Thorne. This is the author of The Hating Game. Random, I know, but I saw it and it was on sale and I was like, okay, sure, why not? It's just this author doesn't have that many books out. I think that in total there's 4 books, and I have read The Hating Game. I really enjoyed it. It was a very fun book. I do think that it's kind of like a product of its time, but I still had fun with it. So I saw it and I was like, oh, I should buy it. So I did. I don't know what it's about. I think that it's like a brother's best friend, and I don't know anything else about it. Have you read this? I haven't heard anyone talking about it. Next, we have Take a Hint by... No, I was about to say Take a Hint by Dani Brown. No, it's not. It's Take a Hint, Dani Brown by Talia Hibbert. Have I read anything from this author? No. Anyways, this is the second book in the Get a Life Chloe Brown series. I don't know if it's probably like the Brown sister series. Have I read the first book? No. Do I own the first book? No. Did I buy the second book? Yeah. I'm just gonna say this one was on sale. The first one was not. I'm just saving money, right? When the first book is on sale, I'm obviously gonna buy it. I don't know what this is about. It's a very popular series. I know a lot of people love this author, a lot of people love this series, and I'm curious about it. I think that it has to do with a lot of neurodivergent people. I have it now, so when I do want to find out, I can pick up the first book and then go into this one. Then we have a book that I do know actually what it's about, and that is Here's to Us by Becky Albertalli and Adam Silvera. This is the second book in the What If It's Us duology. I read the first book and I really enjoyed it. It is a young adult book, actually new adult, which is not something that I usually go for, but I really enjoyed this book. The first one, actually not this one. I haven't read this one, and I'm curious to read the second one. Then a book that a lot of people love is The 7-Year Slip by Ashley Poston. This is a very hyped book. So many people love it. Have been saying that it's incredible. So many people have given it 5 stars. It's magical realism. I don't think that I have read another book with that trope. I might be wrong, but I don't think so. It sounds very interesting. I feel like everyone knows what this is about. It's essentially about Clementine and her apartment that her aunt left her is kind of like magical. Sometimes it's 7 years in the past. I don't know how to explain it exactly, but I'm pretty sure that you already know what it's about. So I'm curious to see how I will feel about it. It does seem like a short read, so I don't know. I have a question. If you have read this, is this a summary book or is it more a fall winter book? Because the cover kind of seems summery, but at the same time, I don't know, maybe it's more so like a cozy fall book. Please let me know, because maybe I should read it this summer. But if it's not summery, I don't want to read it this summer. I'm gonna wait until the fall time. So let me know if you have read it or if you know. Then I have Off Track by Essa Patel. This is an F1 romance. I really want to read more of them. I have read a couple and I really enjoy them. I really like them. I think that it's a newer sports romance, something new that authors use. I feel like it was hockey and now I'm kind of like over that. So it's exciting to see a new sport. I really want to read this. I don't know what it's about. I think that they're just rival drivers because I can see them both wearing driver outfits and being in different teams. I have heard great things about it. I think that this is one of the most loved book in the F1 like sports romance genre. So I'm excited about this one. And then actually a book that I have already read is Twisted Games by Anna Huang. This is the second book in the Twisted series. I don't own another book from that series and I don't really know if I'm gonna buy them. Maybe if I find them very discounted, I will. But this is my favorite book in the series. It's about Bridget. She's a princess about to be a queen, and it's about her and her bodyguard, and I really, really love this book. I think I gave it 4.5 stars. I think that it was so well done. I don't love the rest of the series. I don't hate it. The first book I do hate, but the third and the fourth books, I don't hate them, but at the same time I don't love them. And when I saw this one on sale, I was like, yeah, I do want to have a physical copy of it, and maybe eventually I'm gonna reread it and annotate it, because I think that this was one of the first books that I really fell in love with. It was definitely in the beginning of my reading journey, and I think that it was done so well. It's so good. Highly recommend this book. If you read Twisted Love and you didn't like it and you're like, I'm done with this series, give this book a chance. And then I have 2 Heartstopper books. So I have Heartstopper Volume 5 by Alice Oseman. This is a graphic novel. I read this actually. They're so easy to get through. I know that a lot of people are head over heels with them. Personally, I'm not that obsessed with them. I do like them. I do think that they are very good graphic novels, but at the same time I don't read graphic novels, so I don't know if they are good or if every single graphic novel is like that. I do think that I really care about the characters. I'm not obsessed with them. I gave this one like 4.5. I do think this one is my favorite. I still have not watched the full series. I think I have seen only like the first season. I definitely want to watch the rest of them, the rest of the episodes, because I do think that the series is done so well. And then I also bought the Heartstopper yearbook because I have been seeing it going around a lot, and I bought it being curious, and I actually really enjoyed it. I think that it was really fun. I don't think that you need it if you don't love the series, but for me as a person that enjoys enjoyed the series. I'm not obsessed with it, but I did enjoy it. It was really fun to see the behind the scenes, learning more about the author, I guess. So I did enjoy it. It was very easy to read. It's not something that you need. Then I bought Off to the Races by Elsa Silver. This is the first book in the Gold Rush Ranch. It's 4 books. So I bought it. I love these covers so much. I love the Wild series covers, but these ones are just gorgeous. I really want to buy the other ones. Do I have a reason why I bought it? No. Have I finished Chestnut Springs? No. But I saw it and I was like, I need it. And also I've read the first 2 books in the Chestnut Springs series and I really like them, so I know that I'm gonna continue reading them and I'm gonna continue reading books from this author. So I was like, might as well have it for when I want to go into this series. Then I bought The Enemy by Sarah Adams. This is the second book in the, I don't know, the first book is called The Match and I read that. I really enjoyed it. It was a really fun rom-com. So I'm excited to read this one. It's set in the same world. I think that it takes place in Charleston. So I think that the title of the series is something with Charleston. Anyways, I don't know what this is about. She's a baker, obviously, but I'm curious to find out. I think that this is going to be a very fun, easy, rom-com-y type of book, which is sometimes exactly what I need. So I'm excited to own it. And then I have First Time Color by BK Borison. Here's the thing. I need you to make me pick this one up. I have heard incredible things about this book and it's the reason why I picked it up, even though I do have Love Light Forms by this author and I have not read it. I have seen so many people talking about this book and saying that it's phenomenal and it's amazing and it's a 5-6 star read. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna pick it up. But since I received it, I have been scared to pick it up. I don't know why. I don't know what's making me scared. I think that it's just because it's hyped. I'm scared that I'm not gonna like it. I'm scared that I'm gonna be disappointed. So please, if you have read it, make me pick this book up and tell me how you felt about it. If you didn't like it, maybe don't say that because that's gonna make me even more scared to pick it up. But if you liked it, please let me know because I do need to pick it up. I do think that there are high chances of me giving it 5 stars or even like above 4 stars. Then we have Spiral by Bal Cabra. This is the second book in the Collide series. I don't know the name of it. I don't remember it. I read Collide. I didn't love it. I do want to reread it and see if my feelings have changed because I think I read it when it was self-published. So now that it's traditionally published, I'm thinking maybe some things will be different. And also I did read it very close to Icebreaker by Hannah Grace. And I do think that those books are a tiny bit similar. So maybe that's also something that didn't make me love the book. But yeah, I bought the second one because I have heard people saying that this is really, really good. I do want to do a reread of Collide and then I'm going to go into this one. Then I have Story of My Life by Lucy Score. I love this cover. This cover is so pretty. I love the blue. It's a soft matte type of book. It's also a bit floppy. It's not fully floppy, but it's a tiny bit. And I'm very curious. I don't know anything about it. I do think that it has to do with something bookish related. The all new small town rom-com from the Queen of Romance. Oh, it's about an author and she's on a deadline, so I'm guessing that's something that has to do with it. That sounds interesting. I'm curious about that. I'm not usually in love with Lucy Score. I like her writing, but it just sometimes it's not my favorite, so I'm hoping that I'm gonna like this one. If anything looks a bit different, it's because my camera battery died. So here we are. I'm gonna finish this book haul. I don't have that many books left. The next one is My Vampire Plus One by Jenna Levine. This is the second book in the vampire series. The first one is My Roommate is a Vampire. I have read both and I really enjoy them. I think that this one is definitely like my favorite out of the two. I think that they're so fun. They're so entertaining. They're so just silly, goofy. You know, a book that you don't take seriously, but you have fun while reading it. And I'm very happy to finally own this one. I don't own the first book, but I have been trying to get my hands on it. It's just I don't want to pay full price for it, so I'm waiting for a sale. But yeah, I bought this one. Another book that I have already read is Not in Love by Ali Hazelwood. Didn't love this book, so I have been waiting for a while to pick it up, but I do want to own all of Ali Hazelwood's books, so I did end up buying it. You know what? I'm happy. I'm happy that I own it. I'm happy that it's part of my Ali Hazelwood collection. So we have this one. Then a book that I have been looking for so long, ever since it came out at this point, is Change of Heart by Fallon Ballard. I have been looking for this for so long. Ever since it came out, I haven't been able to find it anywhere. I don't know why. I don't know if it's just not a very popular book, but it has been so hard to find it, and I finally found it and I picked it up. I am so excited to finally own it. This is also magical realism and I'm really excited to go into it because I read Just My Type by Fallon Ballard and I really like that book, so I'm hoping that I'm also gonna like this one. And it's also like a short book. It's also floppy. We love that. So I'm hoping that it's gonna be a fun fun, cute, quick read. The next book is Love Unwritten by Lauren Asher. This is the second book in the Lakefront Billionaire series. I have read the first book and I have read this one. I'm waiting for the third book. This is one of my 5-star reads. I love this book so much. I'm excited to finally own the physical copy of it. And also it's kind of like a reward because it's such a big book, and to have a physical copy of it and see that you have read this. I have read this book. It's kind of like a reward. Then we have Funny Feelings by Tara DeWitt. I don't know what this is about. I know that it's about like some sort of comedian and her manager, and I think that it's an age gap, but I have heard good things about this. I have read the co-op by this author and I didn't love it. I actually did not really like that book. I was kind of bored with it, so I'm hoping that this one is not going to be the same, but I did decide to give it a chance and pick this one up. I am so annoyed that I picked this one up. Actually, I'm not annoyed that I picked this one up. I'm so annoyed that I didn't realize that this was the second book in the series. Yeah, I have The Dating Plan by Sarah Desai. Like I said, I picked Take a Hint, Danny Brown, which is the second book in the series. I have not read the first book. I don't own it, but I knew what I was doing. With this one, I didn't. I thought that this was the first one. I did go into a physical bookstore and they had only this one, so I was like, oh, since they have only this one, this is the first one, obviously. If you open the page in the beginning, it actually says that the first book is called The Marriage Game. Did I do that? No. I saw it, I got excited, and I bought it. So here we are now. Am I sad that I have it? No. But at the same time, I would prefer if it was the first book, because I haven't read the first book and I don't want to read this one if I haven't read the first one. So yeah, that does mean that I will have to pick up the first one, but that's a problem for future me. And then the last book actually that I have of this book haul, and then I'm actually gonna count them because I'm not sure about how many they are, is The Fiancé Dilemma by Elena Armas. This is the second book in duology, I think. I don't know the name of the series. I don't know. The first book is The Long Game. I read that last year, I think, and I really enjoyed it. It was a really fun book. It was very just rom-com-y, easy, fun read. If you're new here, I don't like The Spanish Love Deception or that duology in general. I actually very much dislike those books, but I really liked The Long Game, and I was also interested in the story that was set up about the second book. So I finally have it and I'm very excited. I think that this is fake dating, fake marriage, but yeah, I'm very excited. I am hoping that I'm gonna like it. So yeah, that is the last book that I have. Let me count them. So we have 26 books. I forgot to. 28 books. I feel like that's a huge amount of books. But I did say that this year would be the year of me buying books. I did, in fact, prepare you for it. So yeah, I'm very happy to have even more books. Let me know if I need to pick up any of these books immediately. But yeah, that's all I had to say. I hope you liked this video and I hope that I'll see you in my next one. Bye!
You give me butterflies when you smile and it feels so good.